Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Only 9 turnovers today by
Yeah,
your team.
that's big.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and I think only 4 by halftime, and that was one of our keys to the game, was to control the tempo. And controlling the tempo doesn't mean, just hold the ball the whole time. It also means take care of the ball and make sure this is a transition team. Memphis is a transition team. They want to go, go, go. And so we really took a lot of air out of the ball by not turning the ball over so much.
And you seem to play aggressive, but you just didn't commit that many fouls. And on the second quarter, I think it was, Diamond committed a foul on the inbounds pass, and the next play, she didn't back away. She created a turnover. So she's kept aggressive, but didn't go crazy.
Yeah, and that was one of our, mentioning all our keys to our games, was controlling the tempo, was not giving them the ball, because they want to play super fast, and we want to play super fast too, but I just didn't feel like this game we should go super fast with them, because then we get out of control, and, I didn't want to do that, so we almost overpassed this game. But no bailing is big, because they have some really big rebounders in there that can go get the board, and if they shoot the ball, we got to just box out as well as we can. And if they get the rebound, just don't bail them out, and just, give them easy baskets where they can go to the foul line. And so, they did a good job on the second thing we were trying to do, control the tempo, no bails.
So, Coach, you did play pretty fast at the end of the first half, with 17-2 run to go into halftime. So what was the mindset at that point during the game? Was it kind of just keep the foot on the gas, or was it kind of just slow things down, keep the tempo, or was there a sense of urgency at that point during the game?
In the second quarter?
In the second quarter.
Well, obviously we wanted to get stops, and so then we want to run in transition. But if they come back and we settle in, then I wanted to just take our time, move the ball, have way more balanced scoring, which we did today. And we did a lot of shooting on, I don't even know what day it is today. When we came back, what was that, Thursday? A lot of just catch and shoot, catch and shoot, catch and shoot. You saw Tay hit some shot. You saw Georgia hit some shots, and you saw everybody even Janaea hit some shots on the outside, right? And so then we worked on it yesterday again, just catching and shooting, because I didn't know if they were going to play man or zone. And she played both against us. So I really wanted to get some balanced scoring, and every time we get really good balanced scoring like this, we're a lot more successful.
You've had a really tough schedule to start conference play: UConn, Cincinnati, Tulane. How does that prepare your team for the second half of conference play?
I don't know. Because our team is so new. We're not young, but we're new. We got 9 new players, and so every game, and I say this to the media wherever we go, and I think I've said it to you all last time, is that every game we play, especially on the road, so home is natural to them. They practice here. The 9 new players, they practice here. They've been here. They get it. There's a whole thing. So we're doing really well at home. But then when we go on the road, it's like a brand new game. It's a brand new atmosphere. Half of them haven't even stepped on the floor and played. I mean, the only 2 that have had significant minutes and returning starters from last year are Moss and KK. Even Siani, everybody. But they've been to the places we've been to. So every single game is new. So as coaches, we got to find ways to keep them focused on all the right stuff and not, this is a new play. You know what I mean? So it's that focus and the consistency that we need.
Do you feel that you're finding those buttons and you're turning the page with those new players at this point?
Yeah, sometimes, and then sometimes, it's just the way it goes. It's almost like even new players, they got to kind of find the way. I think George Gale is probably the most consistent out of everybody, because she's a little bit. She was at a junior college, and she kind of gets it, and she really does a good job with her role, right? So, but I think every game and every time they play, and the more playing time they get more consistent.
Touching on Georgia Gale, she started some games this season. She's come off the bench some games this season. Last 2 games she's come off the bench, and she's shooting 8 of 13 from 3 in the last 2 games. What motivation do you give her? She's coming off the bench. She started some games. Now she's coming off the bench. What motivation do you give her to keep shooting?
Shoot it. She's. I mean, KK is like, shoot it. But I mean, our team is not about who starts. But defensively, if you don't play well and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing defensively, our lineups have changed a bunch. So when Diamond has started, Diamond's not started. Tay started, Tay's not started. Georgia started, Georgia's not started. And my thing is, we got to be consistent every single day, and that's the consistency I'm talking about. And I think she's getting it and getting it. Obviously, she's a sniper, and she can shoot the ball, and that's something, she's really good at. But in different games, people are really trying to take that away from her. And so when she doesn't get open like she did tonight, she's got to really just stay focused on defense and do her things. And she's a really smart player for us, and she plays super duper hard. And I thought KK did. I mean, KK had 12 assists, so I'm sure most of her points, were coming from KK and making those passes. And KK's like, knock it down. She's actually yelling it out loud. I don't know if you guys hear her. She's yelling it, which gives Georgia tons of confidence.
KK moved up tonight from 3rd overall in career assist at UCF to 2nd.
Oh, does she know that?
You want to?
Now she knows.
Kind of. She's at 424 now. Over the last 4 years. So do you want to kind of touch on that?
So what does she need to be one?
What?
How many does she need to be
I think
number
a
one?
little over 100. That's about 10 a game for the rest of the season.
Oh, well, she did 12 today.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who I was talking to, Scott, on TV. She came in her freshman year. That's what she did. She was a really good passer for us. She passed. That's what she likes to do. She likes to get all those cool passes and assists. And then her sophomore year, we had to ask her to do a little bit more scoring, but keep getting those assists and keep getting the ball to place. And then last year, she had to step up and be a scorer, right? So now I think she's the best of both worlds. She knows when to get her shots. She knows when she needs to pass. I mean, this game we were really trying to pass the ball ahead because I don't know if you know, but she was getting outlets and they were picking her up right away. And so we were kicking in the head, and that's how we were getting all those points, for them. Usually people don't pick her up right away. They run back and then pick her up. And so we worked on that, her delivering the ball, delivering the pass. But she's just a natural assist person. I mean, that's kind of what she wants to do, but we've asked her to really step up offensively too.
Not a whole lot of negatives to take away from today's game, but what's something that you and the team are going to work on for the next game?
Oh, well, this game is going to be done. The next team we're going to play is kind of the transition go team. And so we got to obviously watch a lot of film, but boxing out's going to be huge again. Controlling the tempo is going to be huge again because they like to play fast and just balance scoring because I'm sure they're going to try to key on Brittany and Moss and KK for sure.
Coach, how much better is your team right now than it was at the beginning of the year? Do you see things in practice that you really worked on at the beginning that you don't have to work on as much now?
Yeah, I mean, I think our defense is always going to be something that we just got to continue to get really good at. It's offensively just getting everybody involved. I think that's really big, and knowing that they're going to double KK or how they're going to play KK is always going to be the biggest thing. I know that the youth of our team doesn't understand that, but that's what we have to go out, and I got to figure out, okay, how are they going to guard them? Actually, today they won a triangle and two on Georgia and somebody else when KK was out. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Siani. They won a triangle and two, and then we ran an on-ball screen, and they got out of it because we scored on it pretty quick. I think Brittany scored pretty quick. But so people kind of do different things. So we really just got to, figure out how people are going to guard her.
So today, the theme of the game, or I guess the theme was to honor Pat Summitt and Alzheimer's. How did Pat Summitt inspire you?
Nobody ever asks me this, but I played against her for 2 years when I played at Georgia because I actually played basketball, everybody. No. So, I just growing up, she recruited, I got the opportunity for her to recruit me too. And I ended up going to play at Georgia, and so we played against her for 2 years. And I think back then, it's not like I'm a dinosaur, but she was like the role model to every young woman. And, there's a lot of coaches that have got women's basketball to where it is today, but I just remember back then, like, she was really, trying to empower young women. She was really an advocate for women to be coaches and get into coaching and having her coaching crew and then kind of making them go out and do the coaching. And just her starting off with nothing, and she was watching uniforms and all this stuff. And so, she was really a pioneer in my head for women in sports and women's basketball. But having the opportunity to play against her, she was just like, whew, you just in awe when you saw her, the way she coached, her presence out there, obviously her X and O's and how she could coach games and how she could get young women to play really, really hard. I mean, they played hard and they were intense, and that was kind of like, for us on the opposing team, like, wow, I got to play that way. I got to play hard. I got to, you know, if their team can play that way. So I think she's just been a great role model for even myself as a player and then a coach. I remember when I was coaching, I can't remember at school, I want to say it was Missouri State, and we made the NCAA tournament for the first time, and because she recruited me, she sent me a handwritten note. And I was like, oh my God, man, someone just sent me a note, and she's awesome. And like, who does that? Like, people just don't, nobody's sending me notes now. Why isn't even, no. You know what I'm saying? But that was really cool. And so that was, in my head, she was empowering women, you know, in her own little way she was trying to do that. So, I mean, the disease is something really serious. And I know it hit her really quick, and I know a lot of us, you know, really miss her presence and just in women's basketball in general.